What is everybody, and welcome to today's matchups. With me today, I have Faden and Partyman. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Just excited to see some good matchups. Not a lot of bad people left in this tournament.
Oh yeah, and we have 4 of the 5 top seeds and losers today. 2 of them are going home. 2 of them are proceeding to the round 5 to fight each other. Game 1, we have Krad versus Ace. Then after that, we have Kermit versus Joe Random. So this is going to be a fantastic group matchup today. I think we'll go ahead and get ready. I think both players are as well. All right, so starting off with downtown. So this is going to be a fun ride, to say the least. I'm ready if everyone else is. All right, start in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I will say this, both these runners are fantastic, and pretty much there's only maybe a handful of maps here that is, I would say, neutral, I guess you could say. Like, they are just both of them are so good at all these maps that there was a bit of strategy that had to go into the banning process. Downtown is definitely one of those levels. This was the Ace's pick, by the way. This was definitely one of those levels that it's pretty much about consistency and getting everything knocked down. So yeah, this is gonna be great. Like, I'm genuinely excited for this because this is a best of 5 as well. And Ace is coming out of the gate pretty hot right now. Hopefully not commentator's curse.
Yeah, this happened way too many times in this tournament.
He gets the last sign without any trouble, so that's pretty good.
I hit the jump.
Nope.
The ollie.
There it is.
Okay, there it goes. Gets a
those
60,
car ollies
629.
can be very mean. Yeah, this level, as you said, is a very consistency-based level, and it's kind of down to a lot of the changes that they made in this game. Like, there's the very tiny signs, as we just saw on Ace's side there. Very easy to miss. You've got the car ollies; those can be a little weird. You have to make death jump each time. It's definitely not.
Definitely the worst of them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like
At
a
least
solid,
it's
like,
a
10
30
seconds.
run.
Wow, that popcorn just would not agree with Krad. Yeah, there's a lot of. For those who don't know, of course, THPS 1 levels, they added a bunch of extra objectives, just to keep it more in line with THPS 2, because there's only 5 in the original. So, and part of them is having a complete reroute altogether. Oh, Ace was just that bail at the end. That sucks. We have like, we had near synchronization for a minute there. Now, Ace was talking about yesterday he has a bit of a setup right there, and he's been hitting it kind of consistently. I don't think he hasn't missed it so far, which is nice. But he gets popcorn miss, which sucks.
Ooh.
Commentator.
Yeah, might be. I'm just ruining it all. But he can still PB pretty easily. That first run was pretty good, but there was some small small changes here and there you can make, plus missing the ollie at the end. So you can definitely still make it. That manual that just came out of nowhere definitely ended that run.
Yeah, manuals are extra sensitive in this game, I feel. Sometimes you just casually get manuals whenever you don't really want to, and we've seen some pretty sick runs being completely thrown in the trash just because of a sudden manual.
Yeah, especially in this game. I feel like other games it's not as bad, but in this game, like, if you manually lose all your speed too. So like, as you've seen, as some runners make it towards the end of this level, they'll have to do that jump up to get the popcorn on top of the sign down by the fountain. But if you manual like too early, you have no speed anymore. Like, and it's already kind of a tricky jump.
Yeah, definitely. There's a little difference you'll notice between both Krad and Ace, how they get the sign in front of the movie theater. Ace gets it after the popcorn, and Krad gets it before. I find that using Ace's method of getting it after can be a little difficult because that sign is very hard to see
if there's anything about Ace, is that he always makes the harder tricks, even if it might be faster, incrementally, like a frame faster. He'll still go for it because he's just a madman. Ace is definitely one of the... Oh, wow. He jumped a little too early to get the car hop on that. He still has probably enough time to get a slight PB here. Not gonna be by much, though. If anything. Nope.
What's his PB?
It's a 66.29.
All right. And Krad hasn't finished the run yet, right?
I have not seen it, no. He's gotten close. Just missing a few tricks here and there.
Yeah, but it's just showing how much he's ready for this level, and probably a good pick for him as well.
This is definitely like they knocked out a lot of the easier levels. For example, School 2 is seen as a really easy level, just movement based. They knocked. It's like I'm trying to say is like the hard levels are left. Like we have Downtown, which is game 1. Game 2 is School 1. Then Streets. Then Downhill Jam. Then New York. Like they went all out with these picks. Like they aren't fucking around and they're trying to. It's not about movement. It's about who can get the best run at this point.
Yeah.
Which is
all of them that were left. School 1 is pretty much the closest that you'll come to a movement level.
Even as we've seen, there's a couple tricks on that one can just completely screw you over if you're not careful. Wow, felt like it was the first time that Ace missed that jump. Krad missed it too, around time. That jump is just so evil. Like, there's no way to go about it. It's just an evil jump. Like, they had to make it a gap. They had to make it an objective. It's like, okay, guys. This is stupid.
I wish I could see. They probably have some stats on like how many people have each goal. I want to see how many people have the goal to get all those gaps versus all the rest.
I figured
Dude,
it's
I
one
have
of
a
those
bunch
gaps.
of friends.
Go ahead.
Oh. I have a bunch of friends that play this game casually and then ask me for tips. Most of them just want to know how to get to New York gaps. That's pretty much everything. Like downtown gaps. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad. Like, it was pretty bad in the original game. This is a sick
Ace
run from
finishing
Ace
sick
right
run.
now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Holy
No
moly.
commentator curse.
Oh, he missed
Oh.
something. He missed something. He didn't get enough
Not
points.
the score.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
59-4-8-1.
Yeah, if you're not careful, that score will get you.
sucks. Yeah, he was only missing a handful of points. Like, a trick would have given it to him. That's terrible. That was a
Krad somehow missing
amazing
that
pace
popcorn.
run. But yeah, there's still a bit of time. Downtown's a bit of a longer level, so there's not a whole lot of time for full runs left. But for those of you who have not joined us before, how this works is at 10-minute mark, that's when they stop the run. Not where you stop the run, but that's when timer stops. And at that point forward, if they're on a run, that's it. That's their final run. So they're up there. They're clear to reset up until that point. So we're about to hit the 2-minute warning as well. Very shortly.
Remembering both runners are actually able to hear us, so they actually know where each other are.
Yeah, definitely. And Krad is probably like, man, I gotta get a run now. Like the run. Which Ace would have had an amazingly paced run that I don't know what he messed up on his end. Outside the points, of course. That was just a very good run overall. If he hit that, I don't know how Krad would have come back with that one. That was a weird jump for the in that letter. But he was able to recover nicely.
That A is very weird to get because you kind of have to jump up that tiny quarter pipe. But in this game, tiny quarter pipes are just kind of mean all of the time. So
Ace is back once again. Oh, he missed. Oh, as soon as I say it.
Let's just stop saying words.
I'm just gonna stop. Y'all just listen and watch the game. It would have been close to a PB, but
yeah, I'm not sure he would have gotten it. I think it takes a couple of seconds to get to that car, and especially to land it, because it doesn't count the goal until you land the gap.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Actually, that's not fair, but that's just how it goes.
Fair but unfair. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Hey, if this were all goals and golds, then you don't have to land it until the cameras are over at the end.
Dude, that is just a sick strat to find out.
If only we could find a way to do that in speedrun.
Give it time. It's getting close to the 10-minute mark, so both runners will be on their last run. They're pretty much synced right now, like 1 for 1. This is kind of cool. You've seen like a small route change where one goes for the street, sign right there, and one goes to the popcorn, and then goes back for the other. But they're pretty much neck and neck right here.
Yeah.
And that is going to be their final run. So this is going to go down to the wire. And both are like synced for time as well, so this could literally. I lied. Krad just, dang. Ace is just
I feel
going
like he
for
still could have
the bop.
taken that.
And Ace can still PB.
Yeah, he can definitely still get an amazing time here, and he gets. Yep, that's a 56.
Don't think it would have mattered because
56.758. And with that, Ace takes game 1 on his pick. That was that pace was amazing, and that was really close to the end. Just that car just destroyed Krad's world.
Yep, those taxis, if you're not really looking, they will destroy you.
All right, we're getting ready for School 1. I think both players are ready. Ace is just kind of just showing off a little bit. There we go. All right, we will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, as mentioned before, this is a bit of a more movement-esque level, but but it's still like, there's still some tricks at the end that can kind of mess you up if you're not careful.
Yep, even that first jump onto the picnic table, that can be a reset fest.
That was a weird jump out of the pool that Ace did there. I don't know if it was on purpose or that's actually intentional, but that's actually a cool jump as well.
Nice.
Damn. Okay, Dace.
Yeah, we see Ace going for the fun box jump. That people just started doing that a few days ago, I think, and it's nuts.
I think it was his idea as well.
Oh, he just
Ace has been out there coming up
completely
with
misses the tape.
really nutty stuff.
That's Ace. Like, the man, you can't fault him for going for hard strats. That's just him from the very beginning of his career in the Tony Hawk franchise. He just goes for the hard shit, and it's like, okay.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, he's very known for himself doing that. A lot of tricks he's discovered on his own that pretty much took control of an entire game in Thug 1 and Thug 2's case with Cat Bag. He's innovated a bunch of strats in a couple other games that he's played. Like, the man knows what he's doing. But
Yeah, I just found out a couple of days ago that he's like the discoverer of Cat Bag. So that's
a
dope.
story too. That is a definite story. It was obviously by accident how he discovered it, but you know, then the story is George, of course, knew about it and said in a podcast like a few years before that. So you know, that was George. Krad's on a good pace run right here. I lied.
Oof, dude,
Just like that.
dude,
Just like
I
that.
say it with dude. We should stop saying words.
Just shoot the shit from now on. Does not even acknowledge the game's going on at all because this is just bad.
Exactly.
Is there any way we can put these speeds onto like a 2-minute delay?
I mean, no, of Discord. I think Ace was trying to go for the hip transfer strat right there, just had a weird angle and just did it regularly. But it's still a very, very good run coming in from him.
I think that grind strat is actually faster. Not entirely sure. Oof, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, that back quarter pipe, if you want to wall ride to get that text flick a little quicker, it's super awkward getting out of it.
75-4-3-1 from Ace, completing the first run.
Yeah, 75 is really good.
Even with the bail as well, because that's a solid like 2 seconds there.
Yeah, it really surprises me in this game how little bails affect your time. Like, you get out of bails really quickly in this game.
Which is good because it used to be back in like THPS 1, like if you bail, that's at least an hour of your time wasted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bale just let me have a second to cross my legs here.
But luckily it is kind of the fade-in effect, which I know a lot of people weren't too sure about at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's like, it's actually nice, get you back in the action, which is all what we care about.
Dude, when you said fading effect for a second, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what?
Yeah, fade in, fade in.
Yeah, I got it.
It's not on a good run right here, and then I lied. I say that's okay. In my defense on that one, he said it like I said that, and he had a bad angle. So I was like, "Yep," and then nope. It was not my fault on that try.
Yeah, that jump to get the secret tape and textbook is really rough. There's no real good way that at least I've found to line it up. Maybe these two know better, but yeah.
Just do the wall plan and get it. But that also is dependent on what angle you took jumping down. Otherwise, you may not have enough time to actually do the wall plant. Krad's on a decently paced run. And he gets nice. The jump. He's a little low on points, so he has to pluck some things. I guess the hip transfer.
You see
so
the hip
stupid.
transfer.
It's so stupid. I say it every single time. I'm like, damn, this is probably the dumbest hip transfer of my life. Oh, didn't get the Krad wall ride. Goes for it again. Okay, he just throws it away. He was a little on points anyway, so he'd have to pull off some things.
Yeah, at that point, I'm not sure where exactly he would have gotten it.
Usually if I'm low on points on that end, I just go and I wall ride the bell and jump Wally into a 540.
We see Ace there not getting the wall ride. Something kind of weird about this game is sometimes, like if you're at the wrong angle, you'll just bounce off of a wall ride for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's something the pre-release crew found out pretty earlier was this, like, the wall rides in this game are strange. Like, they're not nearly as bad as HD, but they're still very finicky. Like, okay, I'll be honest. That's a slight against this game. I did not mean that. HD has wall rides, sort of. And by that, I mean they don't work. In this game, they do work. It's just weird.
All right.
And comparing this game to HD.
Yeah, might be. I didn't mean that to happen. Sorry, guys. Yeah, what is HD? There we go. This is HD. This is the HD version. This is the true version of HD. The definitive version, so you will.
HD2.
Funnily enough, there's been like there's like 3 remakes. There's 2X, there's HD, there's this. It's like, I think Tony Hawk's going for a world record for most remakes. From a single
Probably
game.
has it. Yeah, I haven't seen any other game with as many remakes.
But they got it right this time, so that's all that matters. HD 20 win. Never.
Dude.
Big Law would win that. I don't know why you would contest it. Still 3 minutes to go. Still plenty of time. This level is like, it's strange. It's like, it's a long level, but it doesn't feel it. Because there's so much in between as well.
Yeah, the tricks are pretty nicely spaced out.
This is Krad's pick as well, right?
Yes, this is Krad's pick.
Yep.
I don't think he's finished a run yet. After hearing his time that Ace got, he probably is opting for a better run overall. Which Ace is just putting him on his backseat. Like he's pretty much forcing him to actually make a good time. Which, and additionally about Ace is that he's also consistent as hell. Like this man knows what he's doing. I say that and he just running that wall randomly, and then that happens.
You are on fire today, dude.
Don't wait until finals. Like finals is gonna be like straight fire, where I'm just calling out everything, and then everyone's just bailing. Krad's not getting the wall. He just gets
Krad just
not
barely
enough.
not getting that wall ride and kind of bouncing off the geometry now.
Okay. At the 2-minute warning. There's a 2.
Yeah, I think if he went safe for that, he probably would have gotten like at least a 75.
Yeah, he was on pace for sure. It's just that he was just slightly not enough height on that wall ride. Ace not getting it, but he gets the. Oh wow! Oh, okay, that was
Barely misses the back.
that was questionable. I'll be honest there. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. He completely missed it somehow. I'm pretty sure it looked like he clipped straight through it, but you know.
Oh, that's just the new objective hitboxes are basically just shmup bullet hitboxes.
About to hit the
Except
1 minute
for the
mark,
secret
which
bit.
is we're not a whole lot of time left for a clean run. Of course, you can still reset up until the 10-minute mark, but after that, it's kind of have to throw it at that point, or just hope for something. Remember that everyone, this is a best of 5, so it is first 1, 2, 3 wins the game, wins the match. Which after this, it's there's a few maps that were still available, and it was randomized between those 3 as the order. So it wasn't anyone's pick necessarily. Krad's on a run, but points, points in that
hip
jump.
transfer, just moving backwards in midair in that hip transfer.
Listen, this game, if there's anything that's consistent at, it's not making sense.
Yep.
About to hit the mark where this is going to be both runners' final run. And we've hit that mark right now, so this is both players' final run. Krad needs to beat a 75 in order to win, tie up the matchup. No pressure. No, he's listening in. But Ace is definitely going to go for a better time to make sure that Krad actually he just steals it away from Krad. He gets a good time. Krad's still low on points, so we'll see how this turns around. Ace is good on his end. Oh, but he misses it. Okay, he still has a chance. And then he bails.
Makes a bail.
Ace bails right there. He still has. It's gonna be close. I'm not sure that's enough time.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
look
and he
like
get the wall ride, which definitely kind of just steals it. If he had the wall ride, there was a chance, but that's unfortunate.
And not enough points anyway.
Yeah, still not enough points. Points just eating him up on that one. He's just gonna go and finish.
What did
this
he
run.
get?
He didn't finish. He didn't finish the run.
No. Oh, he didn't get the last textbook.
No. With that, Ace takes game 2.
All right,
Ace
tough
is
situation
coming
for Krad.
Ace is coming out swinging right now. But we're going to one of Krad's levels. It wasn't his pick, but it's one of his levels. It's streets. So we will see how this goes. And this is a level. It's consistency is not the right word for this, honestly, because it's such an evil level, and you'll see that coming right up. I think we're ready on our end if both players are. All right, I'm starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm kind of noticing a theme here with these levels. THPS 1 levels do not like you.
Yep.
In this matchup, we only have one THPS 2 level, which it's New York, so that's not an easy level by any means either. But as you can see right off the bat, both players are having issues getting the car hop. If you land on top of the car, then you'll most times destroy it. I say most times because sometimes the hit detection does not give it to you. Hit detection in Tony Hawk games. Name a more iconic duo type of thing. But
yeah. So starting out, we see the cop car jump, which is difficult. Then we have to get the life preserver, which is difficult since it's around that corner. Then you have to go over, get the K. That can be difficult. Do a blind drop onto a cop car. That's difficult.
What was that? from Ace. Hello?
Wow.
What? Hello? Hello?
Ace, blink twice if you're okay.
Is that as a reset count? Yeah, okay, so I got to blink twice. He's okay. That was interesting, to say the least. Anyways, yeah, as you can tell, a lot of difficult jumps, and you know, yeah, of course, iconic jump for the tape, which is evil in its own right. As I mentioned, once we get there, since this is one of the levels where it actually matters a bit, hitboxes is definitely a thing. Nice double jump from
Nice.
Ace for the both cop cars. That's a hard jump to hit. And right here, he's setting up for a wall ride up to the tape. And he does not have enough height. He's going to opt for the backup strat. Just to finish up a run. So the tape has a better hitbox than pretty much every other object in this game. But it's not by much. In fact, I think he missed
just saw it.
It's a better hitbox than other things, but it's still not the most accurate hitbox. And as you saw right there from Krad, he landed on top of it, just did not pull it off. This level is pretty much going to be who can make the best, like a decent enough run first. And it, depending on who you talk to, is what is decent. Of course, we have just passed the 2.5 minute mark, so there's still plenty of time. This is one of the longer levels in the game, if not the longest. So time is definitely an issue that players have to keep in mind. You can't go reset heavy. If you go reset heavy, you're just not going to have a fun time here. Krad opts for
Yeah, being a level that
Go ahead.
being a level that has over a minute and 20 seconds, even for the experienced runners, is just something that you gotta have the entire level being played at one point at least. So if you just like reset for 5 minutes straight and then all of a sudden you're on a good run and you're not really used to the end of it, it can get you. It can get you.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but Ace kind of went like he was a spaceship for a second there. He kind of just did a wall jump and then just blasted off. That was weird. Wall rides in this game are consistent. Of course, that wall ride is definitely one of the harder ones to hit. You have to hit a good angle. You have to have good speed. If you don't have either of those, you're not getting it.
Yeah,
Ooh, Krad is able to
Nice.
barely get that off. Well, this is going to be interesting. He's jumped over it. Okay. I saw what he was trying to do there, but it was just the angle was just not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming everybody's using max stats, so max air, max ollie, and stuff like that. So it really, you cannot no comply, you cannot boneless, you cannot even jump from the top of the kicker. You really got to jump a little bit early, otherwise that is very common to happen because you're gonna go way too fast, way too far.
Yeah, as you can tell. And also, as a note, we still have 2 console players left in the game as well. And they'll be coming up in the next matchup. This is one of those levels that literally, like, resets like 13 seconds. It's kind of ridiculous. On PC, it's like almost instantaneous. But on console, it's kind of dumb. Unless you have an SSD. Even then, it's not the best ever. Oh, with the jump from
wow.
Nice from Ace. That was nice. The slight speed boost, as long as you keep the momentum, and he was able to. Krad is going for the jump. Ace is falling off. He gets the tape. I think it's the first time we got the tape this entire run at the 5:15 mark.
Wow,
One of
that
the
is
few
true.
times where you actually collide with the tape itself.
Okay, that was
There we
a
go.
good comeback from Krad right there. He's a little low on points, but there is still a bit of a line you can make here, including with that 540 to go ahead and get enough points. And he hits it right there. Gets the 5-0, and this is good pace right now.
Yep, now it's just this life preserver, which is very mean.
Oof, dude.
Okay. Round 4. Let's go.
There we go.
But he's just going to finish up the run because he knows Ace does not have finished a run yet, so he just wants to get something on the board. And Krad gets a 94-6-12.
All right, a decent time, decent time.
Yep, definitely.
Again, just
The only
something
part-
on the board, just in case that if Ace, for whatever reason, decides to go reset happy for the next 4 minutes, he wins by default.
Exactly. It's the first run that Krad's finished since the start of the match, so I think it's good to get one out of the way.
And he's fully able to just decimate this level too. This man has an incredible time on this level. But Ace is no slouch either. He's able to make it up to the tape. Let's see if he gets the jump. Good
Wow.
lineup. Good lineup, and he gets it. Nicely
Nice.
done.
Nice.
And he's also now in good pace as well. He's a little low on points, but it's honestly about normal for that part. Gets
Krad
the
just barely
E.
misses
He
the
almost
wall ride.
that was almost enough to bail him at that angle. Yeah, that's enough points right there. Easy enough. Gets off the 5-0. And let's see if this Life Preserver is a little nicer to Ace. Okay, go off for the wall ride, which is interesting. Gets the nose grab, and he jumps up and gets the S with an 81.649.
It's a pretty good time. It's a pretty good time.
Yeah, that's a solid one to get, especially in the tournament setting.
There's small things that you probably could have done better, but overall, that's an incredible time. And we're getting close to the 2-minute mark, which means nothing on this level because it's like
Yeah.
a minute and a half long. Man, that preserver is just evil. Some hitboxes in this game just are bad. Not in the not in bad sense. It's just like they're just too realistic. You have to hit them like right on.
It's not like the old days when you could just be like a mile away and get it.
Yeah. That's why I
Except
can't play
this-
this game well.
This secret tape has always been bad. In fact,
Yes.
this game maybe improved it.
Yeah, it's bad in 1. In 2x, there's a random chance when you're on top of that ramp where it'll just like, if you land a certain way, it'll just drop you on a different angle and you'll miss the jump completely because it just fucks your angle over. This game is probably the most consistent out of the 3 maybe, but even then, it's still
not
not
too
really
much.
fun. Past the well past the 2-minute warning as well. So there's only like one good clean run left in this. Krad needs to get an amazing run here to stay in because this is match point from Ace.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. I was super hyped for next match already.
Damn,
Yeah.
you can't count
Oh,
Krad out.
yeah.
There's one thing I've learned:
Exactly.
you cannot count him out.
Yeah. And George was losing in this level as well, and he managed to snag world record at his last run that literally started at 9:55. So, you know,
Yeah,
we've
let's
seen some things in this tournament.
let's see if we can get a Cinderella story mid-match again. Coming up on that time as well. Not gonna be a whole lot of time left. So this might end up being both players' final run as long as everything goes right. Alright, and this is gonna be both players' final run. Krad needs to get an amazing time. He's on decent pace right now. So is Aces right here. So he just needs to get a great time in order to stay in this match. Otherwise, he is out. This is losers. So one person has to go home. Oh no! The wall ride. And the
Oh,
back
no,
up.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that is it.
That is it. Ace is going to be progressing to the next round. Krad is knocked out. Let's go and get both runners up here real quick. All right, you both are unmuted. Ace, how does it feel to 3-0 Krad?
I grinded the shit out of Skull one, so I'm glad that paid off at least. Because I knew we were going to play that at the very least. Other than that, I've played Streets like 3 times already in tournament, so that helped. And Downtown sucks. That's my thoughts.
Pretty good thoughts. Krad, you had. I'm assuming there was a lot of times that you probably had. You were just going for the run. Am I right?
Yeah, once you hear that Ace has a 56 in downtown or 60 or whatever it was, 78 in streets, you just got to keep grinding because you know what time you have at your current level, you know, or what time you can get where you're at each level.
Yeah.
And at that point, it starts requiring harder and harder strats.
Yeah, I mean, 75 is it's not a great school one time. I'm sure Ace will agree to.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't being consistent in any level. Like with downtown, I was hitting 56s last night. And today I couldn't even get past like more than 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, rough. Yeah, no, I hated that school one run because I bailed the dumbest way possible. I accidentally aired out in the back corner and bailed for like 2 seconds. It was absurd.
Yeah, 3 times I missed that wall ride, and each of those times is like a 74, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it happens.
You just had it. But that's it. GG's to both of you. Good match overall.
Good games.
GG's well played.
All right, guys. We going to intermission. Once we return, we will be watching Cromer fight off against Joe Random. So stay tuned.
I ain't leaving. Staying right here.
You guys are gonna have to deal with me.
Oh, great.
Just kidding. Now